And outside out of Winnipeg, the 17 is Steve Boone. Inside row 3, the 0-0 is Jeremy Bazan. Outside the 53B is Bill Maruka. Inside row 4 in the 11JR, certainly a car to watch. The 11JR is Shane Holden out of Winnipeg. Outside out of West St. Paul, Sean Tunis in the 39. Row 5 inside the 80, this is the rookie Andrew Maxwell out of West St. Paul. And Doug Perrier in the car number 4 starts outside row 5 in the 10th starting position here in our Street Stock feature event. All right, getting ready to go right now here with more action at Red River Co-op Speedway. A beautiful Manitoba evening, and we're going to bring you action here in the Street Stock division. All right, here we go with your Street Stock division. Coming out of turn 4, they get the green and we're racing. The 14 of Peter Letkeman, early lead for that driver. Wow, is he on the throttle? Well, Peter Letkeman putting on a show here in the Street Stock division. Second spot is the 53. That is Bill Maruka. Now, Bill started in the 6th starting position and is now challenging for second. So, what a great job by Bill Maruka so far. But look on the outside. He's got some company. Jesse Tunis in the 70 car outside on the outside of turn number 2 and flying around the racetrack alongside the 53B of Billy Maruka. Barry Hicks is 4th in the Econo Muffler 08, but here comes the Goche Grand Prix Amusements 39 out of West St. Paul. That is Sean Tunis. Well, the leader's out by his lonesome, but great racing from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th here. We've got some real competitive cars. Peter Letkeman continues to dominate this one. He started outside of row number 1 and has passed one car. Heads up, we've got trouble. Shane Holden and Barry Hicks in trouble in turn number 1 with 10 laps showing on the AIE communications board. .08 of Barry Hicks behind the Keewatin Truck Service billboard on the front straightaway. Shane Holden parked at the bottom in the JMS Motorsports number 11JR. So that will draw a yellow flag on the Speedway. Now we will return to our last completed lap of racing and line the cars up according to where they were on that last green flag completed lap. But right now, well, Peter Letkeman in the 14 car was opening a huge lead on the rest of the competitors. However, now they are going to get to go nose to tail, and as a result, they will have the opportunity to take another shot at the 14 of Letkeman, who was certainly the class of the field in the previous laps. Billy Maruka's got a shot in that 53B, as does the Grand Prix Amusements 70 out of West St. Paul. That is Jesse Tunis. Some awful strong runners here in the Street Stock division, and they are here tonight to do battle for the big trophy in Victory Lane in just 10 laps. All right, we will use a Delaware-style restart. Now, how this works, for those of you that don't join us on a regular basis, the leader goes out front all by himself in row number 1. Now, the driver in the 2nd spot can pick either inside or outside of row number 2. So in this case, if you look at the AIE communications board, you'll see the 53 of Billy Maruka is being scored second, Tunis in the 70 third. Well, obviously the 53B has chosen the inside line as the second place runner, so obviously Billy Maruka in the 53B thinks there's something on the bottom of that racetrack that's a little better than whatever's at the top of the racetrack. All of our drivers use the Raceiver system. They can be communicated to by our race director, Dale McEwen. All right, the 08 of Barry Hicks will get 3 laps to change the flat tire. He went off on the hook, Ken, so as a result, Hicks in the pit area, he will get 3 pace laps in order to change that tire. If they are not successful, we automatically throw the green flag. So we have a total of 3, 5, 7, 8 cars on the racetrack looking for our 9th, but he needs to make it within 3 laps here in the street stock division. Once again, we'd like to welcome the Richaud Chamber of Commerce and the Heart and Stroke Foundation, along with Alltech Industries, joining us here for tonight's event here at Red River Co-op Speedway.
Hey, Darren, we've got a happy birthday to announce tonight while we're waiting. Happy 18th birthday goes to Malcolm. From all of us here at Red River Co-op Speedway, have a happy 18th.
All right, getting ready to go racing. Obviously, that car not able to return, the 08 of Barry Hicks. So we are going back to racing. Green flag is out. Here we go, street stock racing. Ten laps still showing on the AIE communications board as the 14 once again pulls away from the field. That Peter Letkeman has had a pretty consistent season in 2015 and, well, is leading this one now. Well, look at the 70 now moving up. That driver out of West St. Paul, Jesse Tunis, looking good in the Grand Prix 70. His brother following behind him in the 39 car back in the 5th spot. But a great job here tonight by Jesse Tunis. Heads up, here comes the 11 JR. Maruka to the outside of the back straightaway, opening the door for the 11 JR, who is on the inside of the track. The 11 JR now battling for 3rd. What a great street stock race. Once again, the leader out by his lonesome, but the action from 2nd to about 6th. Wow, here comes Shane Holden once again. So it's Peter Letkeman as your leader. 2nd is Tunis. 3rd, Bill Maruka. 4th, another Tunis. That is 3-time Red River Co-op Speedway champion Sean Tunis in the 39. And he is 4th. Maruka now on the inside, looking good on Tunis. Into turn 3 they go. Maruka has that bottom side. He likes it down there, gets some traction, and gets into the 2nd spot in the 53B. Doing a nice job out there is Bill Maruka. Well, take a look at 3rd and 4th spot now. It is the 70 of Jesse Tunis and the 39 of Sean Tunis. Spinner, oh, heads up. Shane Holden with a light body massage on the front of that 11 JR. Oh boy, that could have been far, far worse. Sitting sideways on St. Adolph's fastest one-way street. And as you can see, well, looks mostly like superficial damage, I believe. Doesn't look like too much has damage, but they will take that car back to the pit area and take a quick look. A tough break for Shane Holden in the 11 JR as he heads back to the pit area. So 3 laps left on the AIE communications board. Now, you're probably looking at the clock located where our flagman is at the start-finish line, indicating 6 minutes and about 5 seconds now. Well, that clock is used for timing our features. Now, what I mean by that, in the case of the street stocks, they started out with 15 laps, so they get an actual 15 minutes to complete their race. Now, if that clock reaches 0, no matter how many laps there are on the AIE communications board, they go to a green-white checkered situation, meaning they go to 2 laps remaining. So some of the classes, well, they might leave 13 laps on that AIE communications board, but they will lose all of them and have to go green-white checkered if that clock on the flag stand reaches 0. So we still have plenty of time left. Just 3 laps remaining here in the street stock feature with Peter Letkeman leading this one. Now, you saw the Delaware style restart a little earlier. Well, now you're going to see a single file style restart complete with the orange cone. The drivers will come out of turn number 4, and they must stay in perfect line until they reach that cone. Once they pass the cone on the outside or on our side of that cone, well, then they can get racing. The idea is to keep them from piling up going into turn number 1. All right, so as you can see, single file style, and we're going to throw the green flag out next time around. Peter Letkeman has looked awful strong. He has 1 feature win in 2015 and looking for his second. Sean Tunis, I believe, has a pair as well, maybe 3. Holden has 1. We know that in the 11 JR. And here comes Doug Perrier in the 4 car back onto the racetrack. Green flag is out. We are racing. Here we go. Here comes Jesse Tunis on the inside of the 53B. That has been a great race throughout between the 53 and the 70 car. And yellow flag is out once again.
Hey, Darren, let's take a minute to thank some of our many sponsors here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Metro Trailers, Criticare, Pioneer Window, Oakwood Roofing, Dabs Repair, Jones Brown, Assiniboia Downs, First Phase Data, Gur Down Recycling, Peterbilt, Darren Palin Productions. No, that's
Wow.
a different company.
Yeah. Unique. Quite unique.
Able Concrete and Building Products, Metal Supermarkets, Dynasty Bathrooms, Paul's Hauling, Cal Tire Steinbach, and Mr. Pierogi. Just some of our many sponsors here that we'd like to thank for their continued support here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Well, only 3 laps to go in this race, Darren. It looks like things are heating up. Great racing from the street stock class. Not a large class, but really fun to watch them race around the corners because they're nice and tight. They have great racing. You don't know who's going to win each week.
Well, you know, you're right about that, Ken, and you think about it, a lot of these guys in this class have been in this class for many, many years, so they've got their equipment refined, their driving is refined, as you say, not the largest class, but certainly very competitive. It's not easy to win. This is one of our, I wouldn't call it a beginner class, but it's certainly very competitive.
Not a lot of rookies to this class, and the guys that we see up front are the guys that tend year after year to win this thing. In fact, Sean Tunis is our current point leader in this one. Shane Holden, that we did see move off the track tonight with that bit of a wreck, he's in 2nd spot in the point standings. And Bill Maruka, he's in the 3rd spot. He's driving that 53B yellow one that's pulling out in front here right now. Some great driving all around in the street stock class.
All right, so our orange cone returning now to the front straightaway here as our push truck heading off the racetrack. 3 laps left on the AIE communications board. Well, for those of you that bought a 50-50, we're going to draw it after this first street stock feature down on the stage when we meet with Aaron Bartlett from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Today's 50-50 draw, $460.
Como looks him over. Green flag racing here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Letkeman barely holding on to the lead as he goes around turns 1 and 2. The 53B, Bill Maruka, making a charge. The 70 now of Jesse Tunis, making a charge for second spot as they go around 4. 2 laps to go in this race. Letkeman followed by Maruka. Tunis rounding out your top 4. 2 laps to go. Letkeman opts to stay in the center of the track, finding some good traction out there. Maruka now trying on the high outside. 1 lap to go for our leader. Oh, the 53B gets spun up, going around turn 4. Your winner in this one is the number 14 from Winkler, Manitoba, Peter Letkeman. Jesse Tunis ends up in second spot, followed by the 39. That's Sean Tunis. Fourth will go to the number 17 of Steve Boone. Tough break for the 53B. Bill Maruka had a great opportunity, just couldn't hold it going into turn number 4, spun himself out. Still managed to finish the race, but he will end up with 7th spot. 5th spot, this one goes to Jeremy Bazan. 6th spot will go to the 04 of Doug Perrier. And like I said, in the 7th spot, that is the 53B of Bill Maruka. Your winner getting ready to go around the track. We have the 14 of Peter Letkeman, but first we're going to throw it down to Darren Palin, who's got a special announcement. Plus, I think we're doing a 50-50, right?
Yeah, you bet, Ken. I've got Aaron Bartlett from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Thanks for coming out. I know you had a booth back behind the announcer's tower. Tell us a little bit about your organization, Aaron, and why you're here at the Speedway.
Well, thanks so much for having us and for everyone who stopped by and picked up a Heart Healthy cookbook. And our new June is Stroke Month, so we want to make sure everybody knows the signs of stroke and heart disease and can respond and go to the hospital as soon as they can.
All right, now, do you have a website people can go to?
You bet. It's heartandstroke.mb.ca, and you can go there. You can learn all the signs of heart attack and stroke and make a donation if you like the work that we're doing.
Donations obviously very important to your organization.
Yeah, absolutely. Without donations, we couldn't do any of the research that we do to help Canadians live healthy lives free of heart disease and stroke.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? That's Aaron Bartlett from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. We are going to give away $460, and yeah, go ahead, sure. Absolutely. Aaron's going to tell you the winning number here. What is it?
The winning number is 085548.
All right, so it is 085548. You can come down and claim your prize of $460. Thanks again very much, Aaron, from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Peter Letkeman, a pretty good season for you. That car was rocket fast.
Yeah, I think we got something figured out there for sure.
Well, there's plenty of action behind you. The racing from 2nd through about 6th was fantastic, but that car was just hooked up so well. What's the racetrack like out there?
It's good. It's perfect for my car. It's a little dry, a little tack. It's just right.
All right, any sponsors you'd like to thank?
I got to thank Ed's Oil. That's a big one this year. Sweet Ball, New Steel, Cars, my mom, my brother, my dad, my aunt, my sister is my biggest fan. Too bad my brother couldn't be here today. He would have loved to see this. It's awesome.
All right, how about it? Peter Letkeman, your winner in the Street Stocks. Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you, Darren. We are moving over now to the Midwest Modifieds. Get a load of this, ladies and gentlemen. 18 cars are going to make